Hello everyone, ZMire99 here, and welcome back for another episode. Today we're back on the Building the Kingdom server, and we're at a new project, so this is one reason why I would really like it for you guys to go check out my Twitch channel, link down in the description, by the way, because this was an idea that I came up with on stream. And it's a big one. So, anyways, just to let all of you guys know who weren't in the stream, this is a project. It's a big project. It is a castle building project. I know I've done these in the past, but I have not done one on this scale in the past. I think the last castle I did, actually the only one I've done since I've done content creation, but it was in my first go around with it, and none of you guys on this round have seen it unless you were there for the other one. It had 3 thick walls. It was going to be, I never quite finished it. Even the outer wall I never quite finished. But it was, and that was because of world corruption, not me giving up. It was about the size of this clearing, not the same shape though. It was a little bit more of a pentagonal shape, but not really. Yeah, it was in a spruce biome, a taiga, I think. But anyways, so this is another castle project, and I figured, well, the name of the series is Building the Kingdom, and that had a lot more to do with what we were actually doing in the last series, the last season of this, which is like the pre-season because that was before content creation, before this round of content creation and me streaming and stuff. So this is technically, like, for me, Season 2, but for all you guys, Season 1. So I'm just going to call the other one, like, Season 0. I was really getting the core members of the group together. That's really what that last season ended up being. So more like a test, see. As far as what we're doing right now, that was really more of just a test season. Getting a bunch of the guys together, Redstone, MJ, Skippy, SA80... all those people were all in that old server and are now here, but we added even more people. So, anyways, this is the castle project. You can see I have these little markers out here. So there's going to be a combination of diagonals, which I was able to execute fairly well in my last castle design, as well as some straight walls. And the castle isn't going to stop here. This is just the start. I wanted to make this look like it's a realistic castle. So you have walls which will be 6 meters thick, so 6 blocks deep. That way you can have proper battlements and everything like that. I think that'll work out a lot better as far as realism and design than it did in my last castle, where the walls were just 3 blocks thick. It was nether brick on outside and inside, and then inside, or like the meat of it was actually cobblestone. This castle, I'm not sure how I'm going to actually like fill the walls. I'm going to use just like cobblestone, or if I'm going to try to use something like gravel, or maybe even go to obsidian, maybe mix in a couple different blocks and different layers. I want to make it defensible. No, I don't want to put lava in it, because that's not realistic at all. But I'll probably end up just filling like the inside with like cobblestone or something. Maybe I'll use bricks because I have plenty. There's no shortage. I have a big box, or all that for the most part is bricks or brick-like things. There's one that has some obsidian and crying obsidian in it. Then, of course, there's an absolute boatload back at my base. My main base. With the mob farm and everything. My AFK base, really. This is my main base, technically. I just haven't been here in a long time. Or been doing a lot of things here in a long time. So, yeah, this is going to be the castle, and this is just like the first part of it. So normally in real life, castles, whenever they're built, they start out kind of small, kind of smaller, and then you add on, but you don't tear down the pre-existing walls. So you just add on another like rectangle, or another area that's walled in, like maybe there were some houses there, and now you're putting a wall around it, kind of a thing. So that's kind of the building process I'm going to do for this. That way it's not just one giant castle all at the same time. And I'm going to go ahead and start placing some blocks so it's not just me yammering on. But anyways, so yeah. And this isn't going to be a pleasure castle kind of thing like what you would have seen more after the invention of cannons, kind of moving away from the standard, what would be considered a medieval castle design. This is going to be a medieval castle, is what I'm going for in it. I think Minecraft suits itself really well to medieval builds, personally. And I chose the dark oak forest, so I have a double chest plus some of dark oak wood that I got from clearing out trees that used to be here where the dark grass is. So yeah, that is what I am doing for this build, and I'm really looking forward to it. I have enjoyed it so far. The idea, thinking about it, all that is great. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions on how it should maybe look or something, go ahead and put that up in the Discord. Link to the Discord is down in the description as well as my link to Twitch, where I'll probably be doing most of the building for these on Twitch streaming. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to building this though, because the last castle I built, pretty cool. I thought it had a really cool feel because it was in the taiga, which is this, it was in a hilly taiga actually. Not a big tree taiga, I don't think, but a hilly taiga. And it was actually pretty good as far as builds go. Just I wasn't able to finish it because of a world corruption issue. So this one will hopefully not be corrupted. I'd highly doubt it. At least not beyond the point of no return like the other one. So yeah, we're just filling in some of this stuff. I'm actually not going to fill in too much of the water. I want to make this build kind of flow with the terrain a little bit. So that it's not just like a flat, like, oh, this was just like, commanded into the world, and there, I don't want it to look like that. So we're actually going to try to make this look like it was actually built around the terrain, and the terrain wasn't built around it. There is a wandering trader llama. And there is a wandering trader. Let's see. What do you got, sir? Oh, bubble coral. I don't think I have the precious box. Let's check real fast. I don't think I have any emeralds to trade. Nope. Oh well. I really want that coral though. That's the purple one. Royal color, if you didn't know. Medieval times, royal or purple was an extremely difficult color to come by, which is why it was sometimes known as maybe like the color of the king. That a very royal color. So yeah, this is going to turn into a little bit of a history lesson too. That's just how I am. So yeah, that's just how it's going to be, guys. And I hope that you guys will enjoy it. I know I will. So, as far as castles I've been to in real life, because I have, when I went to Spain, as some of you might have heard me talk about at certain points in my content creation, whatever. I went to Spain, and when I was over there, we went to visit a castle in Segovia. And that castle was actually originally the hilltop where it is was originally used as a Roman fortification back in the time where Rome was in Spain. The Roman Empire, rather, was in Spain, in that land area. So they built on top of this hill in Segovia a fortification, and then this castle of at Segovia was built on top of the pre-existing fortification. So that's another one of those things where I want to actually look at, or when I'm building this, is all right, we can like make it look something like that, like maybe there's a fortification that was like on top of that hill or something, and you can see like that how there was some like pre-existing structure there, and then that was built over the top of. So anyways, that's just what I'm thinking. A little bit of the lore, if you will. That's one of the things which I've really been trying to work on, at least in my thought processes, even if I'm not saying it out loud in the videos and stuff. I know most of our stuff's been somewhat technical builds or whatever, but I'm really excited for this project, and it will be slow. It will certainly be slow, just because it's a big build, and this isn't a full-time job for me. This actually is not a job at all. If you didn't know, I do not make any money off of this. So this is completely... I might make a little bit off of it eventually, but at the moment, this is all just because I enjoy it. And I enjoy making things that other people enjoy. For me, it's the same logic about how I like to help people. But for this, it's just making content for people to enjoy. But anyways, that's what keeps me motivated to keep on doing this stuff. So, yeah. So if you guys have any ideas, this build's kind of your guys's too, because I want you guys to have some input, because you're the ones who are going to be supporting me through my building of this gigantic monstrosity of a castle. I said that weird, didn't I? Certainly did. Yeah, and there are some interesting terrain features which I'm going to show you guys. All right, and I want you to help me out with this. So right here, this is one. If you guys have any ideas for maybe what this should be, if we should do anything with it, if we should just cut it off, or what we should do with this. Now, note, this is going to be in the wall. This is kind of going to be, the corner is right there, but it's not a 90-degree corner. It's like a 45-degree corner where it goes off that way, up to closer to where that tree is, actually, before it actually goes straight back that way. So if you guys have any ideas what to do here, let me know down below in the comments, or go put it on Discord. And over here, where is it? Oh, great. It's back here. I think it's back here at least. Yeah, right here we have this little cave thing down here, and it's actually decent, like decent size. So there's this, right? And then back here it actually links into this as well. So, or at least I believe it links into that. I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, so if you guys have any ideas what to do with these little spots, these little, I don't even know, like niches, like just little spots you can do something with. If you guys have any ideas for those, then let me know, because I want some more creative juices. And like there, we can make like a little secret entrance or something, you know. Or knows, we can make like an underwater entrance, like fill that all up with water, do something like that as well. So it's up to you guys. Largely, ultimately, I call the shots, but leading up to those, you guys can certainly give me a little bit of inspiration if you feel like it. One of the reasons why I want to see you guys more on the Discord is because that's really it's a lot easier to share pictures and stuff, because I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Facebook much. I'm not on social media or anything. So really the best way to share pictures with me of ideas and stuff is through Discord. So, and also it's great for chatting and stuff. You get all the stream announcements, the go live notifications, and all those. So, yeah. Now, so you can kind of see this here, where we are all the way. We have this really thick wall, and now I'm not sure if this is like too thick or what. Again, now castle walls were pretty thick. All right, that's why I'm kind of going for this. I think better might even be like 5 meters instead, or 5 blocks. We'll keep it in Minecrafty terms. 5 blocks instead of 6. And that would also make it odd on center instead of even on center. So we can do that. Because for making for making diagonals, though, the way I do diagonals, it might actually be better to keep it even. Keep it even. And not all the walls have to be the same thick, because, sometimes they were designed with different ideas, So, like, this wall is the main frontal wall because our main gate is going to be here. So this one, it makes sense to have maybe a little bit thicker. It's also like the only area where you could actually, because we're going to do a little bit of work on the terrain out front here, make it lead up as more of a gradual slope up to there. But this is really the only front of where this is where you could like feasibly lead an attack against it. So in that sense, it actually makes it actually would be fine to leave this as a really thick, the thickest part of the wall, because that's all woods. It is kind of flat on the backside there, so we might, beef it up on the backside a little bit. But for the rest of it, like, this is a river. Like, you aren't, that's not even like just like a moat. That's an actual just river, And then, like, over there, well, that is a hill. So anyone attacking is coming up the hill. They're not going to be able to bring siege batteries up the hill, Stuff like that. That's the kind of way I'm thinking, because that's the way that that's the way I'm thinking about it, because that's the way that someone who is planning where to build a castle would have to think back, when this style of castle was being made. You have to think about, okay, where am I being attacked from? Of course, they probably wouldn't have like picked this exact spot, because the terrain isn't exactly nice for building a castle. Definitely out there is a much cleaner area to build a castle, or actually back in the plains biome over there, that's a little bit more hilly and surrounded by hills and stuff, is probably better. Actually, the swamp right here would be good too. But anyways, guys, so this is kind of my thinking. And again, we're going to expand this out later after I finish the main portion of the castle. And this is going to be a huge project. Oh, is there something interesting down here? I think there was something interesting here. No, it's just the cliff face. Well, there's, a little bit. We might have like a little secret entrance here too. Redstone torch switch or something like that. Because that would be fun. Torch key. That's what it is. Torch key. So anyways, I'm going to go and lay out the rest of the floor plan, I think. And these walls here might actually only... No, I don't want to do 4 blocks. I know that. That's too thin for what I want to do. So I guess 5. The rest of the way around, it'll be 5 blocks thick, I think. Maybe midway through the back there, we'll make, like, down where it's lower, or smoother terrain leading up to the castle will make it 6 blocks thick again. Again, the realism aspect of it. Now I need to figure out how to do these diagonals, which would be probably easier to do on stream. And of course, we're going to have turrets. So, turrets, towers. People call them towers. They're turrets, but you know, there's technical terms and there's terms that people use in day-to-day conversation. And turrets is typically not one that people use in everyday conversation whenever talking about medieval things. But, so let's try to make this work out for us. And then we can come straight over like so. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and then I will be back once I have, if not all, at least a little bit more of this whole thing laid out for y'all. So everyone, as the sun sets, we are far from the sun setting on this project, though. So I decided 6 blocks thick on the front. This is the front, by the way. The west is the front. The east is the back. East is going to be 6 blocks thick because that's also one of those other flatter sides to the castle. But then that side, because it's kind of at the peak of a hill, is going to be only 5 blocks thick, and so is this side, with the exception, and this is where we get into exceptions, yay, is that diagonal between the true, I guess I should say it's the northwest face of the wall there is going to actually be 5 or 6 blocks thick, because it's also a really flat approach up to there, a really smooth approach. Again, trying to think about the realism here. For some reason, had a creeper explosion. Anyways, so yeah, this is what we are trying to do. We have our good little friend Wandering Trader here still. But yeah, quite the, like, for me it feels like it's a big build, which is saying not too much. This is, aside from the clearing out of the perimeter, which we're doing by hand, this is, I have to say, the second largest build I've done. Because I'm pretty sure that the other castle I made was larger than this. Although that one I never completed, like I've been saying. This one is potentially, sorry, going to get bigger than that one ever was, the floor plan of it. But yeah, because this one, I have plans to actually expand it beyond the first portion that I'm going to be making. So yeah, I think we're going to go with circular turrets on here. So making them round. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to do. I'll work on that. Let's actually see. I'm not sure how large I want them is the thing either. Because I can make them huge, or I can make them, you know, kind of smaller too. And it's not going to be true circles, I don't think. We're going to go... See, I've gotten on this building thing now, so we're just going to have to build it now. Oh, hold on. No, I have to make sure it's actually centered on the corner now. Oh. Oh, we've done it, guys. Oh, we have done it. Big time. Yep, we're doing circles because I just started doing circles. And I've screwed... No, this is correct, actually. This is correct because this is one block thicker, that wall is, than this one. Whew. Okay. So let's just get this one circle done, and you'll see the process of why this is so annoying and difficult to build with circles in Minecraft. Oh wait, no, hold on. That ain't right. Let's get rid of this tree. I just still touched the leaves on accident. Like so. Then you go 1, and you go 2, and you go 3. Oh yeah, both of these trees gotta go. These have to go. There's no options. There's no option but for these to go, unfortunately. It's more wood, but this wood I have enough of, I'm certain now. I do not think I need more of this kind of wood. Alright, let's get this one taken out. Actually, let's take out this. The stray little bit that I left behind. Yeah, I thought I had all the tree clearing done that I need to do. Then I started laying out the wall and I was like, oh. Oh no, I have more. Yay. Anyways, so, yeah. This should be, oh, this tree's gonna have to go probably. We'll go and take it out. If we want to build more trees out here later on, we can. So it looks like there's five or 4. Wait, hold on. No, let me think. Boom, 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 boom. 5. Okay. You need to actually all get shifted out by 1 more block than what you are. Alright. Let's do this right. Okay. So, you have the 5 there. Okay, I've made a circle with this dimension before, I believe. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, good. It's not truly a circle, though this shape isn't. It's not as smooth as a circle, but it actually doesn't look half bad. It'll trick you into thinking it's a circle. Of course, you kind of will know it's supposed to be a circle, even though it's not a circle. Your brain will try to place it in the world of a circle. 5, 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe this one... No, this one was a true circle, wasn't it? Well, as true of a true circle as you can get in Minecraft, that is. Yeah, I think this one was actually considered a true circle. And its center is actually right here, where this torch is. So, yeah. Big towers. Certainly big towers, but of course they need to have thick walls too. So... yeah, I mean, this tower is big, right? It looks big, but whenever you consider the fact it's going to have walls that are, you know, at least the exterior walls are going to be 4 block, you know, 5 blocks thick, it gets a lot smaller really fast. 5 to 6 blocks thick. Actually, I think we'll go for 6 blocks thick. Then you only have this much space on the inside. So things really get shrunk down, guys. They really do get shrunk down fast. And we should probably start taking out these extra blocks so that they don't get me confused. That one stays. Yeah, let's take out these extras. Oh, those weren't extras. Those were meant to stay. These are all extras, though. Yep, 6 blocks thick wall. Okay. Wait a second. Yeah. Boom, boom. Like so. If you are saying Z minor, this is way too big of an undertaking, you have no idea what you are doing, you are partly correct and partly not. The reason you are partly correct is because yes, this is a giant undertaking, which I should probably not be committing myself to, but I have done them in the past, and I do know what I am doing because I have done them in the past. This is just a slightly different style than the ones I've done in the past. Or the one I did in the past of this exact, of building an actual castle using circles and stuff. So, anyways guys, this has been an episode of talking about castles and stuff and laying out floor plans for castles. If you want to watch me actually build some of this and have some more direct input into it, then I would highly recommend you check out my Twitch channel. Again, link is in the description of the video. Go and hit the follow button when you're over there. And then also the Discord, the community Discord, where you can submit pictures and stuff if you want, you know, if you have cool ideas of little things, either for like the grand scheme of things, or weathering patterns, or little things that you can I can throw in the castle, you know, little like booths or whatever. You know, those are all welcome there on the Discord. Anyways, guys, I hope that you all have a great time and that you get to see me some other time. And if you really enjoyed the video and want to see where this project is going, at the very least, hit that subscribe button so I pop up in your YouTube subscriptions. Okay, well, I guess we're out, guys. So see ya.